Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, welcome to you all in the virtual learning system, Pakistan International School, TAIF. Dear students, we are going to start the chapter number 2, here's grade 12, subject Pakistan culture, chapter number 2, archaeological treasures. Main topic is this, and the subtopic is code DG. Lecture number 6, and I am Muhammad Yunus from Pakistan International School, Taif. Dear students, the chapter number 2 is archaeological treasure. First of all, you must know what is meant by archaeology. Archaeology is a study of man's past, or you can say the historic or the prehistoric people and their analysis of the culture on the basis of scientific analysis of the material remains of his culture, just like artifacts, inscriptions, monuments, and all these things come from the sources of the archaeologies, just like pottery, seals, coins, painting, writing, tools, jewelry, bones, and different type of the metal. There are many other things which are the part of archaeology, because all these things are very precious, they are very old, so we can say archaeological treasure. Pakistan has a rich cultural heritage. Much of this heritage, however, comes from archaeological remains which lie scattered all over the Pakistan. And the archaeological treasures scattered all over the Pakistan in the different places. Some of these remains have been profitably investigated and subjected to intensive research, with the result that numerous invaluable antiquities have been recovered, which, in view of the information they provide about the past, are no less than treasure, because these are very important, and all the old things which you find from these remains, they tell us about the future culture of the past, and also they are very old, so they are very precious also, and it is known, these are known as archaeological treasures. Dear students, indeed, some of these archaeological finds have given Pakistan a place of pride among the nations of the world. In an ideological state like Pakistan, the study of these remains becomes all more significant. And these places, these sites of the archaeological site, they are, you can say, done under the international archaeologists. Some of these remains have been studied in Pakistan from the archaeological sites which are located in Pakistan. We will study here in this chapter one by one. Here are some few remains or the few sites which are, you can say, archaeological sites. They are Kot Diji, which is located in province Sindh, Harappa in Punjab, Mohenjo-daro, that is located also in Sindh province. There is Taxila in Punjab, Swat, that is located in KPK province, Bambor and Mansoura. These two cities also located in Sindh. Dear students, we will study one by one. First of all, we will see the code DG. We will discuss about its location, excavations, and the findings which the archaeologist found after the digging at the excavation. So first of all, we will see what is the location of the Kodiji. The Kodiji site, named after the medieval Digi Fort, which stands nearby, is situated on the National Highway, some 24 kilometers south of Khairpur. Khairpur is also a city in the province of Sindh. The ruins cover an approximately rectangular area measuring 182.88 by 121.92 meters. The main axis of the site runs east to west, and they are mostly spread from east to west. Culture of Code DG. Code DG yielded cultural material which stratigraphically, it means the study of the rocks and its layers, antedated Harappa levels, Indus Valley civilization. This was a very remarkable discovery because before the excavation of this site, not much was shown about the antecedents, ancestors of Harappa civilization. It was, you can say, the first civilization, first excavation, first digging. Presently, however, we know far more about the forerunner of the Indus people than we did before. This discovery, Code DG, in this sense, at least has added a new chapter to the history of Pakistan. So, with the discovery of this site or the excavation of this site, it is understood it increased the national heritage of Pakistan. Dear students, we will discuss about the excavation work at Kot DG. Excavation work at Kodiji first started in November 1955, lasted for a brief period of 1 month. And first of all, the work done only for 1 month. It was sort of a trial excavation since the result of digging or the dig were encouraging. Excavation was resumed in 1957 and continued from the middle of the October to the end of December. So the work done on the excavation from 55 to 57. Even then, a small portion of the site could be subjected. And in this period, a very small area was, you can say, excavated to proper investigation. Whatever was done, however, was enough for understanding the sequence of the cultures which lay buried in the ruins of the old DG. So the remains and you can say the old things which are present there, they tells us about the culture of the past people. Dear students, findings of the excavation. Then after excavation, what things you can say the archaeologist found on that time? It was found that Kodiji site had been laid out in two distinct parts of the citadel. It is the, you can say, upraised past part of the fort and the outer city. In the citadel part, the earliest settlement was constructed upon bedrock as shown by house floors. The houses in this area probably belonged to the ruling power class and were constructed within a strong defensive wall made of limestone. Because here mostly lived the poor, not the rich peoples, and the dignitaries and also you can say the ruling class. So it was understand it must be more uh, peace according to the peace and security. It must be the good. Dear students, the wall was strengthened by bastion and supporting pillars was, you can say, constructed there, thrown at the regular interval. These were found preserved in places to a considerable height. The idea of constructing fortification walls and reinforcing them with bastion was later borrowed by the Harappa. The outer face of the wall was absorbed with mud bricks. So it means these were bricks were not, you can say, the back, but they were mud brick and the walls were, you can say, made with the mud bricks. Dear students, pottery from Kodiji. The pottery is very famous of the Kodiji. The pottery from Kodiji levels was a distinctive character and showed restrained use of painting decoration. And it was made very beautiful. It was made with the, you can say, different motifs and the designs. It was mainly wheel turned and which was made on the spinning wheel by from the clay and decorated with plain bands of brownish paint. An interesting motif appears to have developed from bands of loops and V lines into the well-known fish scales patterns which later appears on the Harappa pottery. So they were, you can say, the things were made in a very beautiful way, which reflects the culture of the people living there on that time. Some of the pots had shoved an animal head, and the pot was, you can say, made with the motif of different animals, generally described as a horned deity. Horned deity means you can say the god who have the horn on their maybe head. It is one of the most rare and well-developed designs of the Code Digi pottery, distinctive and unique in every respect. The principal pottery forms include dish on stand, open mouth globular jar with short rim and flat based cylindrical vessels, flat based plates of thin gray fabrics, handled cups, beakers, and vases. Mostly all these are the different decorative pieces. So they are made in the different way, and also these things show the or the reflect the culture of the people living in the period of the site code DG. Dear students, you can see the different pictures with the different motifs or the designs, and some things are used to make them beautiful. So all these are the pottery of code DG. And similarly, Hornity, they are also present there on that time, some type of the statues who have the horn, and some there will be the goddess, and the peoples were, you can say, making these things by the from the clay. Dear students, early occupation of the Court DG. Court DG occupied the different in the period from by the different nations, just like the early occupation of Court DG closes with the evidence of two great conflagrations and is replaced with a mixed but predominantly Harappa culture because It is, you can say, pre-Harappan, but it is very near to the Harappa culture. The date of this event carrying with it, as it does, the suggestion of violent overthrow and conquest comes from radiocarbon evidence. The pre-Harappa occupation yielded three samples. One from near the beginning of the settlement gave a date of 2600 BC, and two other from near the top yielded 2335 BC and 2255 BC respectively. These are three eras of the occupation in the different periods of the time. Dear students, in the view of recent discoveries, the term of Cordigi has indeed assumed quite a different meanings. It had become synonymous with the term Pre-Harappa. And you can say the civilization of the Cordigi that is linked with the pre-Harappan civilization. It is interesting to note that in the Cordilleran period, there was considerable uniformity of culture over a vast area. What is particularly exciting in these discoveries is the repeated evidence of continuity from pre-Harappa to Harappa time, suggesting that a large, if not a major, element in Harappa. And it means that this civilization, the culture of the Kodiji, is like pre-Harappa, and then the Harappa period, maybe they are the very close to each other. Civilization must derive its origin from the pre-Harappa culture of the Indus Valley itself. Another interesting feature is that evidence is the evidence of massive fortification wall in the pre-Harappa period that is like to the Code DG. The destruction of the Code DG may nevertheless indicates that the actual transition from the pre-Harappa culture to the Harappa coincided with an attack from outside. So you can say the culture of all these sites, that is the, you can say, very near and very close to each other. The Kot Diji Fort. Kot Diji Fort, formerly known as Fort Ahmadabad, is an 18th century Talpur era fort located in town of Kot Diji in Khairkot district. On that time, the ruler was maybe Talpur. About 25 miles east of the Indus River at the edge of Third Desert. So this is the location of the Fort DG Fort. The fort is sits above a pre-Harappa archaeological site dating to 2500 to 2800 BC. Government of Pakistan has declared it as the protected heritage site in Pakistan. You can see the diagram of Fort DG Fort. It is very old, not maybe it is repaired and then to so that it can be maintained for a long period as a cultural heritage of Pakistan. Dear students, this is the end of the chapter of today's lecture, and here is some short question. You will write and learn what is the location of Code DG. Write about the pottery of Code DG. Number three, write about the culture of Code DG. Question number four, write briefly about Code DG Fort. Question number five, write about early occupation of Code DG. Dear students, this is end of the lecture today. Thank you. Goodbye.